Okay, so this is a bit unexpected. The floor is ice. The floor is ice. It froze tonight, like last night. It's still like 1 degree outside, so it's kind of cold. But I didn't expect it to be like frozen here on the floor. So I did my warm up. It's a bit more difficult to place the fingers for Nordic roll assistance. But I mean, I'm not gonna wait until the ice is gone, so ain't nothing to it but to do it, I guess. Today we have the finger assisted Nordics as well. I did my warm up with just the body weight, and now I'm gonna add my backpack. Last time we did 10 kilos, which went surprisingly well. So today we're doing 15, and we'll see how it goes because yeah, it's more difficult to place my fingers on ice than it is on normal stone. But I wanna try it anyway. So backpack here, I'll put that on. And then I'll take my phone and I'm gonna make sure that I do a sit every 4 minutes. And that's gonna be the basic training. So here, finger assisted Nordics. This is not finger training, this is leg training. So I'm not gonna, try to put everything in my fingers. Instead, I'll just use my fingers as much as I need them. Oh, that's difficult. All right, so I'll see how many sets I can get. Hopefully at least 3, because it's low rep again. So 3 sets will give me at least a decent amount of volume, and then afterwards I will just go to body weight and trash out the remaining. Oh, slippery! The remaining of my my Nordics. Anyway, today I think will be a bit shorter because it turns out the headache I had last night, yesterday, wasn't just a headache. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, as in the toilet is not happy with me at the moment. But I was just, I'm a bit sick, but I wanted to do this training anyway because last time I was like, 10 kilos will be very difficult, and I wasn't too sure. But now, it went better than expected, and then today I get to do it with 15 kilos. So I was too excited for this training to just skip it for some diarrhea. And that's why I'm still doing it. But of course, if you're sick, you don't have to push yourself. So I'm gonna keep it short today. Oh. All right, set number 5. All right, so the advantage of like finger assisted Nordics is of course that you get a full range of motion in the knee, right? Because if I do the bent hip like this, I don't really move my legs. While if I do the finger assistance, I can go down all the way, get the full range of motion in my knees, and like the most difficult position is at the bottom, you know, for the Nordic, and then you get to practice that as well. Of course, the bent hip Nordics, they have their use as well, right? Because if you bend your hip, the exercise becomes easier. You get like to load more weight on the beginning if you do it weighted. So it's good to give your CNS like a shock with a lot of weight, and also it's very good to just get a voluptuous lower back pump. But yeah, they both have their use cases, but like doing it finger assisted, I found really helps with getting the full range of motion down. Anyway, that was set number 5. So now I think what I'll do is a bit of a mix of 2 exercises. So first I'll do some negatives, without any weight of course, because negatives by themselves are very difficult. And then I'll superset it with some body weight finger assisted Nordics. And this is gonna give me, you know, the strong stimulus at the bottom because I'm doing the negatives, and also just a good pump because I'm doing more and more reps with the body weight. There is freaking ice stuck to my towel. Oh, that's really promising. Let's do another one. All right. Oh, fuck. Nope, not happening. Alright, one more set of body weight, finger assisted, and then we're done for the day. For this finger assistant Nordics, what you can do as well is not just place your fingers, but like wait until the last second to do it. Like go as far down as you can, and then only at the last minute when you're gonna fall down, then you place your fingers, and it's gonna give you more practice in like the bottom range of motion at full capacity, you know. So there's loads of ways to do these. It looks like I'm always doing the same thing. I'm not doing the same thing, I'm doing similar things, you know. But in reality, there's like loads of things you can do to mix your training up, even though you're doing the same movement. Back inside, my fingers are freezing, especially the index finger, because I actually put that one down on the ground, which was just ice. But anyway, those negatives, they were kind of good, right? I mean, in my opinion, they felt good, because I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I wasn't expecting to go like fully down all the way controlled, but like after those 15 kilo sets, so I did the index finger assisted Nordics with 15 kilos, and after doing those, you know, like at the top it's just a Nordic, right? Because I'm not placing my fingers it, so it's just like a Nordic. And when I just removed the weight and I went down on the negatives, it felt so light. It was insane. So I think this is a really good exercise. Like if you only do body weight, it's possible, but in my opinion, like the difference between index finger assisted and an actual Nordic curl is still kind of big. So to do it weighted, I think will help you with like removing or like closing the gap. You have like the Nordic curl itself, and you have the assisted, and in between there's a gap. And by doing the assisted one weighted, you will close the gap. It's the same with like planche. You have straddle planche and full planche. There's like a big gap in between them, but you can do all kinds of things to close the gap. You can, you can practice the straddle planche with the weight, or you can do the full planche with the bands, and then you just like chip away everywhere you can, and then you close the gap. Anyway, I was very happy, or I am very happy with today's training because I was feeling like shit. I still am, to be honest. But, even though I'm not feeling 100%, I had fun. I have a good training. Like those negatives, even if I wasn't feeling sick, I would be happy with those. So, yeah, I'm not saying you have to work out while sick, but I'm also saying that you don't always have to take a rest if you're sick. If you want to train, then probably you have the energy to train. If you were really sick, then you wouldn't even be thinking about training. And of course, resting is important as well. I think resting is more than half of like training, because you have to recover more than you like break your body down. So you break your body down, and then you recover more than you broke it down, and then you become stronger, right? That's the entire premise. So I think recovery is more than half, but like at the same time, like everyone who's obsessed with training, like the people who become so fucking strong, like they're obsessed and they don't want to rest, right? So it's like, I think there's a fine line. Like I said yesterday, like the more you put in, the more you get out, but you have to know how to put it in, right? Which sounds still wrong, but I think there's really something to that. And no one knows the answer. It's not like black and white. No one knows the answer of how much you should train or rest, or how you should train. But that's also the fun part, that we don't have the answers. So in the end, happy that I trained today. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll feel better. It will probably be forearms or maybe a light upper body session. But I'm about to change up my training, because like right now, I do upper body, quadriceps, upper body, and then hamstrings. And I just repeat, and every now and then I have a forearm day. I might change it up because I'm considering, doing a little bulk. I did my first like proper bulk earlier this year, but like when I weighed myself, like last time, like a few days ago, I noticed that I almost lost all the weight that I gained in that time. So I have to start bulking again, I think. And if I do, then I will change it up a bit, but that's something you'll see later on. Anyway, today was a good day, and I'm gonna have some food now and hopefully be better tomorrow. See ya.